Hi everyone, how you all doing? Welcome back to Crazy Bake. Today we're going to be doing apple pie pockets. So yeah, some of the recipe I've changed up and doing it slightly different. Obviously I'll link the normal recipe in the description below, but if you want to follow the way I do it, then you can just obviously watch back the video and see the way I've done it. The tripod's already set up. I'm going to wash my hands and get you guys all set up and we crack on with the video. Okay, so on our ingredients we've got our bowl. You're going to need 300 grams of plain flour, 160 grams of butter. I'm using margarine because it's obviously a lot softer. 3 tablespoons of icing sugar, 3 tablespoons of water, what we're going to do is we're going to put our flour into the bowl first. And then our margarine, or if you're using butter. Obviously if you are using butter, leave it at room temperature. Just going to bring this together to represent like breadcrumbs. Like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add into our icing sugar. It's just a lot more sweeter, isn't it, than obviously caster sugar. And what we're going to do is we're going to add on to our milk as well. And now we're just going to bring it all together. So I'm just going to wash my hands. I'm just going to put that to the side quickly. Grab yourself some cling film or cellophane wrap, because now it has to go in the fridge for an hour. To set, to get a little bit harder, ready to better for rolling out. So what you're going to do is just going to grab your pastry, just going to put it onto the corner here, just going to fold it over first, fold, 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 fold like so. Like that. I'm going to put that into the fridge for an hour. And here's one we had prepared earlier. But why it would be in the fridge is then you can get on to obviously stewing your apples and stuff. So we know this is already done, so we're just going to leave that there for a minute, and we're going to crack on with stewing our apples. Right, so we're going to add our apples onto the hob. Now we're going to add in 3 teaspoons of water. Just going to turn it down. So that was 7 tablespoons of water. Because I'm doing it different to the way the recipe is. The recipe you would stew your apples half by filling the saucepan with water and then doing them that way. But I'm just doing it this way to start off with. And you'll see it slowly go down. Yeah, I'm doing it, like I say, different, rather than soaking the apple to let it go soft. I blanch mine down basically like this with a bit of water. And obviously, before I say, I'm using normal eating apples that you buy from your local grocery store. So obviously you can use Bramley apples as well, which is obviously like a proper cooking apple. You can eat them as well raw, but they taste very bitter. And so obviously if you was using a Bramley apple, you would add your sugar. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit in there, but not too much, because obviously that's sweet enough anyway. So that's probably about a teaspoon. So yeah, because these obviously are sweet apples and they're normal eating apples, and I just literally obviously took the skins off and sliced them up, put them into the saucepan and added the water. Now we just have to wait for the water to do its magic. Also, if you don't want to do it this way, just add another teaspoon. If you don't want to do it this way, you can do a little cheating way. And you can actually buy Bramley applesauce like this, which has got the chunks in it. It's already sweetened for you. Obviously other brands are available. Yeah, so you could do it quicker that way if you wanted to. This may take a little longer doing it like this. This is just the way I like doing it. So we're getting there. Starting to actually simmer down nicely. Obviously you want it soft, you don't really want to be chewing on hard bits of apple. Obviously you're never going to get it like shop bought, like the Bramley one I showed you, because obviously it's all the other stuff they add into it. Also, I've swapped the light sugar, brown mascarpone sugar. I'm using demerara sugar instead, so it is also slightly a little bit sweeter. Just want to keep turning it. See. Smells delicious. Just going to add a teaspoon of water. I'm just going to turn it off now and just leave that there, and we're going to crack on over to the other bit with the pastry. Here we are. I have already rolled it out, yes, and I want it into obviously like a square, and with this I'm going to reuse it, obviously roll it out and reuse it. So you're going to need, obviously, I'll cut this, you'll get 3 out of it, and then you'll probably get 2 more out of this. Roughly about between 5 to 6 you should get. Obviously you'll have the bottom and then this side for the top, obviously a lid. I'm just using a pizza cutter, just straight down here like this, and same down here. Now just gonna literally just place a bit in the middle. Just fill them up roughly. So you don't want them oozing out everywhere, but it doesn't matter if they do ooze out everywhere, because at the end of the day we're only going to eat them, just like that. And obviously you'll do the same for the rest as well. Now we're just going to lift our lids up, and we're just going to put them over the top. Just going to grab a fork and just go around crimping the edges, like so. There you have your first apple pie pocket. I'm just going to grab a tray. going to sprinkle, I've got a tray, just going to sprinkle some icing sugar onto the tray. Just to help them come off the tray a bit better. Same with these ones. Just going to crimp the edges. Like I say, it doesn't matter if they do explode out of the pocket, because really we're only going to be eating them. Same again with this one. We're just going to go down and crimp the edges. While they're cooking off in the oven, I will get on and make the last ones. That didn't crimp very well. That's because it's got too much in, so that one's going to explode out of the pocket, I'm afraid. So there we go. There's 3 so far. And we're just going to... Also, I did forget to say you can add cinnamon into your apples as well. These ones I wasn't going to, because my brother-in-law doesn't like cinnamon. It makes him sick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the cinnamon into these, what is left. It's about 1/4 teaspoon. I'm just going to mix it all in together. Like so. And then that'll do them ones over there. And we need an egg just to go over it. Just give it an egg wash. Then we got some granulated sugar. Just going to sprinkle over the top. And you would chill these in the fridge for roughly half an hour, but we're not going to do that today. Right, so yeah, these would normally go into the fridge for about half hour, and also not got that time today. You can put yours in the fridge for half an hour if you want, just to chill them off slightly. But they're going to go in the oven on gas mark 7, 220 Celsius and 200 C for fan. They're going to bake for roughly about 18 to 20 minutes. Gonna put them into the oven, middle shelf, just for about 20. I'm going to put them on for 20 minutes. Gas mark 7, and we'll see them in a minute. So yeah, what I would do is just get some icing sugar on my surface rather than using flour, because you're sort of working with obviously a sweet pastry, and then we would just roll this out. Just like so. I mean, these haven't got to be perfect. Like that. This one to be a cinnamon one. Obviously I have a little bit left, but I'm not going to get much out of that. I will give it a go to see what we can get out of it. And we're just going to put on. I'm going to roll the lid a bit bigger, like so. Just crimp the edges. Just go along the edges and crimp them like that. And just lift it up, place it on our tray. Give it a little egg wash. Same again, sprinkle some granulated sugar over. A bit like if you get them from McDonald's, really. And just gonna see what we can get out of this one. Do a little one. Probably get a little square or something. Mini tiny little baby one. Something like that. Bit like a pasty shape. And I'm just gonna give it that bit of better crimp. I'm just gonna slowly fold them under like that. Put that on our tray as well. So you got like 4 and a bit. Oh, what am I doing? Doing it all wrong, see? Not concentrating. Egg wash, granulated sugar, and I put them into the oven as well. And we'll be back when they're done. So while they're in the oven quickly, I just thought I'd come on here and show you these ones. This is out of the jar. already done, and you can just roll out your pastry, put it on there. If you obviously didn't have enough time, it's the quicker option of doing it as well. I'm just going to roll this one out a little bit more. Oh, I do apologise, that was me kicking it. Just the same again, crimp it. Like so. Lift it up. Like that. Same with this one too. I'm just going to go around the edges and crimp it. Obviously it is spewing out. Like that. If it doesn't actually stick very good, you just pinch it and tuck it under. Like that, it's not sticking very good. Move some. Tuck it under. And like so. Like that. I'm going to put them onto our tray. And egg wash them. Just like that. And sprinkle your sugar all over. And then straight into the oven. Here they all are, out of the oven, out of 2 lots of pastry. We have 10. Nice sweet on top. So yeah, out of the 2 lots of pastry we done, you actually get 10. So yeah, here they are, nice soft. Well, not as sweet obviously as the ones you get from McDonald's, but they're still very nice. You could have that with custard as well, or ice cream. So yeah, if you enjoyed that video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone that has subscribed, it really means a lot. And we'll catch you guys next time with a new cooking video. Also, don't forget to turn your notification on, the little bell, so you get notified whenever we upload a cooking video. And we'll see you soon.